performing arts and being here today. We really appreciate it. If you got a cell phone in purse or pocket, would you turn it off, please, at this time. I've got a fun fact. We did apply for a grant from the Shockton Foundation because we want to replace these older light bulbs there. And in the process, Ms. Evans did some research, and she started coming since September to every performance we've had here. And the elementary has been having their programs in here. And just this fun fact, I know some of you have your names on those seats, or you have family members who have their names on those seats. So thank you for supporting that so we can have this space. But so far we've had 3,660 audience members in this space since September. 612 children, high school through kindergarten, have performed on this stage. Of course, we have a show tonight. Tomorrow, in the seats you are now in, the third grade will be here in their pajamas with the important people in their lives, like their grandparents here. It will be a packed house so they can all watch the Polar Express together. So if I average, you know I am an English teacher, but that's about 5,000 by December or January 1. We've been in this building for 20 years. 100,000 people have enjoyed the space and kids. So thank you again for supporting us, and welcome to our program.
Program.
It really was. An orphan gets to be a part of a real home for Christmas.
Our kids look forward to it. It's such a shame. But we've said we couldn't face this year.
Well, we will just have to make this the best Christmas we can for the 7 we still have.
Well, I was sure the Howards and the Prestons would take at least one more.
And I was sure the Crawfords would help this year, but they said they couldn't.
It was a good plan.
It really was.
Too bad it didn't work. Difficult to replace the Suttons, but I didn't know it would be impossible. They were such nice people. It's such a shame they're gone.
Yes, I only knew them for a short time, but I can tell they were so nice.
Too bad no one else is as welcoming and generous as the Suttons were. They would have taken anyone who weren't able to place. I wonder if Andrew's coming home this year.
Andrew?
Andrew Sutton, Mr. and Mrs. Sutton's son. You met him at the funeral? He was such a nice boy growing up, and the Suttons were very proud of him. He grew up to be a lawyer, many clients, many female clients, nice brown hair, deep blue eyes, nice smile. He was always very handsome and still very nice too, I would imagine.
Yes, I remember. He was very nice and very handsome.
He lives in Los Angeles. With parents being dead for 2 months, it must be pretty difficult for him to come home for Christmas this year.
Hello? Yes, this is Jessica Russell. I'm sorry, who did you say this was? Andrew Sutton? Yes, I know who you are. I'm sorry, you'd like to do what? You'd like to participate in the Home for Christmas program? Yes, we still have 7 orphans that need placement. How many would you like to take in? Could you see your way to take all 7? Yes, you would need extra help, wouldn't you? I'm sorry, too. Mr. Sutton, what if I could get you the extra help you would need? Yes, I assure you, holidays. Yes, sir. I promise. All right. Yes, sir, I'll take care of it. The morning of the 22nd. Have them there on the morning of the 22nd? All right. And the servants' names are Gladys and Bertram. Perfect. All right, we'll see you on the 22nd.
I don't believe it.
Believe it?
And you talked him into taking all 7. Way to go, Miss Russell.
Jessica, please call me Jessica.
Sorry, old habits are hard to break. We didn't dare call my old boss anything other than Miss Cavendish.
Will your new boss prefers Jessica?
All right then, Jessica. That promise you made about extra servants.
Yes! I need you to help me keep that promise.
I figured that's what you meant. You're expecting me to play servant for Andrew Sutton?
No, I'm expecting both of us to play servants for Andrew Sutton.
I mean, we'll all be giving up Christmas we all be giving up Christmas with our families so we can give 7 orphans a real home for Christmas.
Well, actually, I'm an orphan too, remember? I don't have a family.
So, I guess this will be an at-home for Christmas experience for you too.
I guess it will.
So, we'll be doing the servant thing for the kids and you.
I mean, you could say that.
Well, you can count on me.
I appreciate your sacrifice, and the kids will too.
You're very welcome. I can visit my family after Christmas. So, Jessica, what's the plan?
Mr. Sutton wants the kids to arrive on the morning of the 22nd. His servants, Gladys and Bertram, will be expecting us. Mr. Sutton and his guests will arrive later that evening.
His guests?
Yes, Mr. Sutton's bringing his fiancée and a couple of friends.
Fiance? I don't remember anybody at the funeral with him. This Christmas might get very interesting, and I'd like to see the woman who landed him.
And I would like to give 7 orphans a home for Christmas. Let's go tell the kids the good news.
It's almost time for the children and the servants to arrive.
How does everything look?
Trust me, they won't mind if everything isn't perfect.
Oh dear, what's not perfect?
For the 100th time, it looks superb.
Everything just has to be perfect.
Everything is perfect. Quit stressing.
I can't help it. Mr. Andrew is bringing his fiancée to see the house for the first time.
So you mean to impress the young woman?
Yes, I'm trying to impress the young woman. Maybe, if I can, after she and Mr. Andrew get married, they'll go back to Allendale.
I think your expectations are unrealistic.
Why?
Miss Davis is a native Californian.
So?
I cannot see her giving up the California sunshine and warm climate for Pennsylvania.
What is wrong with Pennsylvania?
Absolutely nothing if you like cold winters and snow.
You mean it doesn't snow in California?
Not where Miss Davis lives.
Oh, so it might be difficult to convince her that she should live here.
I'm afraid so.
But sure, anyone Mr. Andrew loves would love what he loves. He loves Pennsylvania
Then why did he move out to Los Angeles?
because of a job offer with the big law firm out there.
You're exactly right.
But I'm sure he wants to move back someday.
The key word is someday.
Well, can't I wish for someday to be soon?
Of course you can, but I wouldn't count on it. madam. I take it you were all from the orphanage?
Yes, and you must be Bertram.
That is correct, madam. Won't you come in?
May I introduce to you Sam, Shelby, Katie, Dylan, Mia, Abigail, and Emma.
And may I present to you Gladys.
It is very nice to meet you all. It will be wonderful having you all here for Christmas. May I take your coats?
And when will the servants be arriving?
They have already arrived.
But I understood there would be two.
I make two.
Oh, I see.
We are at your disposal.
Very good, madam. Let me see if I have your names. You are Jessica, and you are Susan.
Oh, wow, you're good.
I'm the butler, and you are the servants.
Oh, Bertram, knock it off. These ladies will think that you're serious.
You mean he wasn't?
He wasn't.
Oh, wow, Bertie, you sure had me going.
Madam, my name is Bertram, not Bertie, and I'm the one in charge. Therefore, you will address me as Sachi.
Wow, there he goes again. You're a real kidder, aren't you?
I'm afraid he wasn't kidding this time. He's touchy about his name.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bertram. I didn't know. My bad.
You're bad indeed.
Bertram, don't be like that. She said she was sorry. She didn't know you were so touchy about your name.
How she knows?
Now she does, so cut her some slack.
Bertram, we are all new to this servant thing. We will try to learn what is proper and what is not.
Very good, madam. I will take the young people to their rooms, and Gladys will show you to the kitchen to prepare you for your duties.
Man, did you get a load of this place?
It's better than I could have ever imagined.
I've never slept in a bed like this before.
I've never been in a house like this before.
I thought for sure we'd be spending Christmas at the orphanage while everyone else was in a home.
Me too. But look at us now.
Yeah, I bet everybody would be jealous if they could see us now.
Yeah,
Let's not get so carried away.
what do you mean? This is great.
Yeah, it is, but we haven't met the Sutton guy yet. What if he isn't so great?
That's the great thing about having Miss Russell here. If Mr. Sutton isn't nice, she'll fix it.
But just look at this place. He opened up his home to us. He didn't have to, did he? He just about had to be nice.
Dylan's right. Some rich folks don't like other folks. They just like to brag about helping them.
Surely Mr. Sutton isn't like that.
We'll see. But did you get a load of these presents? Let's go check them out.
And what are you kids up to?
Wow, Miss Russell, you sure look different.
I do?
Yeah, you do.
Well, how do I look different?
Your hair is down and you're not wearing your glasses.
Well, Gladys suggested I wear my hair down, and my glasses are just for reading. I usually forget to take them off.
Well, you sure look different. You look
You
hot.
look happy. You look very happy.
I do?
Yes, you do.
And you look very nice.
Well, thank you. I'm here to see just how nice all of you look. Ah, you look fine.
Thanks, Miss Russell.
About calling me Miss Russell. While we're here, you need to call me Jessica and Miss Lauren Susan.
Wow, really?
Yes, after all, while we are here, we are servants.
Jessica, I can handle that.
And remember, we are in Mr. Sutton's home, so you need to be on your very best behavior.
Miss Russell, we're all a little nervous.
That's to be expected.
What if Mr. Sutton doesn't like us?
I'm sure he will like each and every one of you.
He's nice, isn't he, Miss Russell?
I'm sure he and his friends are very nice.
Oh, that's right. There'll be other people here as well.
Oh, I wonder if they'll like us.
They will love each and every one of you, just like I do. After all, what's not to love?
Yeah, she's right. What's not to love?
Maybe Katie. I was just kidding. Can't you take a joke?
You're a joke.
Best behavior, remember?
Good evening, sir.
Merry Christmas, Bertram.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Gladys, and everyone. May I introduce you all to my fiancée, Lauren Davis.
It is very good to meet you, madam.
Thank you. I've been so looking forward to meeting you. It has told me so much about you.
It's very kind of you, madam.
And this must be Gladys.
Yes, ma'am. We are very glad to have you here. We've been looking forward to meeting you.
Thank you. I have been looking forward to meeting you. Andy constantly talks about what a good cook you are. I can't wait to sample it.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm afraid I didn't know about you.
No, ma'am, this is Susan, and I'm Jessica.
Oh, I see.
It's very nice to meet you both. Bertram, 2 other guests will be arriving later this evening. Who do we have here?
Sir, may I present to you Sam, Shelby, Mia, Abigail, Emma, Katie, and Dylan.
Well, it's very nice to meet you all. I'm so happy you could be here for Christmas. I hope you all make yourselves at home while you are here.
Thank you.
I was expecting Miss Russell to be with you.
She is with us.
She is.
That's Miss Russell.
Hello, sir. I'm Jessica Russell.
Hello, it's very nice to meet you. I wondered how you were able to guarantee the servants I needed.
Yes, may I introduce you, my colleague at the orphanage, Miss Susan Lawrence.
It's very nice to meet you. May I introduce to you my fiancée, Lauren Davis. I'm sure she appreciates your dedication too.
Of course I do.
Sir, dinner will be ready shortly. If you would like to freshen up before dinner, your rooms are ready.
Thank you, Bertram. That would be great.
May I show you to your room, madam?
Thank you, kind sir.
Wow, isn't he handsome?
Isn't she beautiful?
She certainly is.
It's just like a fairy tale.
We can be a part of it. For a little while, we do.
This ought to be a wonderful Christmas for you all.
Ladies, remember who you are. To the kitchen. We have a dinner to serve.
Yes, sir, we do.
That was the best food I've ever had.
Me too.
Me, 3.
Didn't I tell you Gladys was the greatest cook in the world?
Yes, you did.
You were exactly right, Mr. Simon.
Please, call me Andy.
They call me Lauren.
Dylan, how old are you?
Oh, 17.
So you've about another year in high school?
Yeah, about.
And then what?
Then I'll get a job and I'll move out on my own.
What about college?
College is hard for orphans.
Hard?
Money. Besides, I don't have the grades.
Surely money would be available for someone in your situation if you wanted to go.
Not as much as you think.
That's such a shame.
Look, if any of you want to go to college, I'm sure I can help you find a way.
College? I'm just worried about 10th grade.
Should be. You and Mitch try.
Why is that?
What's the use? Nobody cares.
That's not true. Miss Russell cares.
Miss Lawrence cares too.
I guess.
I'm sure that's right. They both seem very dedicated to you. After all, they consented to be your servants so you could be here for Christmas.
That's right, they did.
I know. I just miss my dad.
Your dad?
Yeah, he left us at the orphanage a year ago.
Left you at the orphanage?
Yeah, after he lost his job and couldn't find another one, he decided to leave us at the orphanage.
Us?
Yeah, Shelby's my sister.
Mr. Sutton, Dad promised to come back and get us when things got better, but I guess they didn't get better.
What kind of work did your father do?
He was a mechanic.
Tool and back?
Yes, sir.
And you couldn't find a job?
No, sir, he tried for months.
Dad was so sad after Mom died.
Yeah, he started drinking after Mom died, too. I think that's why he lost his job and couldn't find another one.
We haven't heard from him forever.
You miss him too, don't you?
I do.
Good evening.
Hey, I believe Mr. Sutton's expecting us.
So you finally made it. I bet traffic was terrible.
You know it.
We crawled along until we got out of New York City and made it fine until Newark.
Well, once we made Newark, we made good time.
Well, we're just glad to have you here for Christmas.
How was the shopping in New York?
It was great.
You'll have to show me all the things you bought.
I couldn't do that.
Then why not?
A couple of the gifts are for you and Andrew for Christmas.
Oh, I see. Well, I hope you bought me something very expensive.
You know it, I was spending Jared's money. I was just kidding.
Yeah, I bet you were.
How about that? A fiance who begrudges his wife for being a little extravagant. I bet you don't have that kind of problem with Andy, do you?
No, I don't. Andy's the most generous man I know.
Way to go, Andy. Make the rest of us guys look bad.
I don't think you need help in that department.
Nice one.
Jared, Rebecca, may I introduce you to our other guests for Christmas? This is Mia, Emma, Sam, Shelby, Katie, Abigail, and Dylan.
It's very nice to meet you.
You two haven't eaten, have you?
No, we haven't. I tried to get Jared to stop, but no, why pay for a meal when a free one's waiting?
I already knew that Andy would have dinner waiting for us. Besides, we gotta save up for that extravagant honeymoon and wedding you want.
Well, sorry, my parents aren't loaded like yours.
The way you're spending money, they won't be for long.
I figured you wouldn't stop to eat,
I bet you two are starving.
so I had Gladys save you some dinner. I'll let her know that you're here. Lauren, will you please show them to the dining room?
Sure, follow me, you two.
Wow, can you say cut the tension with a knife?
Boy, I cannot imagine those two getting married.
They sure do not seem to be as close as Andy and Lauren, do they?
Uh-huh.
I can't imagine Andy and Lauren ever being like that. They are so nice and so much in love. Why are you kids discussing so intently?
About how Andy and Lauren are a lot nicer than Rebecca and Jared.
And how much they love each other.
Don't act so childish.
Best behavior, remember, and you don't even know Rebecca and Jared.
I know they don't seem to like each other, much less love each other.
I'm sure that's not true. Sometimes first impressions are wrong.
And sometimes they're not.
Well, how would you feel if someone judged you on a first impression?
All right, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Jessica, do you think it would be alright if we go upstairs and watch television?
Andy said to make yourselves at home.
If Mr. Sutton said it would be okay, I'm sure it'd be fine for you to go upstairs and watch TV in your rooms.
What's up?
We're going to go to our rooms to watch TV until bedtime.
Oh, that's cool. How would you all like to go horseback riding in the morning?
Really? Could we?
Sure, I'm sure the horses would appreciate the exercise.
Horses, where are they?
At the stables just down the road.
Do you think they'll have enough horses for all of us?
Sure I do.
You mean they're your horses?
Yeah.
Sure!
Well, we'll take them out after breakfast tomorrow, okay?
Okay!
Jessica, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yes, sir.
Please drop the sir business.
But I'm a servant.
Not really, you're just a nice young woman pretending to be a servant.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
What I wanted to talk to you about was Sam and Shelby's dad. I understand he left them in the care of the orphanage about a year ago.
Yes, he dropped them off right around when I came to the orphanage.
Have you had any contact with him?
None, since he had led us to believe that you would return in 6 months, and he hadn't. I made it my personal goal to find him.
Is he from Ellendale?
Carson. I went and I asked around if anybody knew what had become of him, but nobody knew anything except that he lost his house after he lost his wife and his job.
The kid said that he drinks.
Yes, he had a drinking problem, and that's why he brought the kids to the orphanage. He knew he would not be able to take care of them and would need treatment.
Did you check the local treatment centers?
He did try to get treatment from one of them, but they turned him away because he didn't have any money. After that, he vanished. I didn't tell Sam and Shelby. I couldn't.
I think I'll try to locate Sam and Shelby's father.
Really? You would do that for Sam and Shelby?
Sure I would. I'd love to put some of my parents' money to good use.
You are so generous and compassionate.
I am no more generous and compassionate than you. I'm only trying to do what you tried to do, but maybe I'll be successful, and maybe I can reunite Sam and Shelby with their father.
That's wonderful. I don't know how to thank you.
No thanks are necessary. Why don't you come riding with us and the kids tomorrow?
I'm a servant.
Not tomorrow. Not if you don't want to be.
Well, what will Bertram think?
Bertram?
Yes, he's very strict about the servant thing.
That's not a problem. I think you're forgetting that I'm the boss, and I insist that you join us.
I'm not sure about this.
I do. It'll be fun. I better get back to Lauren and our other guests.
Way to go, Jessica.
What?
I think Mr. Andrew Sutton is rather taken with you.
What?
I think so.
And what makes you say that?
He invited you to go riding tomorrow.
There's going to be other people.
We saw the way he was looking at you all night.
Oh, in what way was that?
Like a boy regarding a much-wanted lollipop.
The boy has a lollipop. Her name's Lauren.
Well, some sometimes boys throw away old lollipops for new ones.
You are so wrong.
I'd like to thank you again for helping us during the holidays.
Thank you.
Lollipop, lollipop, lolly, 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 lollipop.
Golly. What time was Andy supposed to be back?
Hours ago.
Hours ago? You mean he hasn't called you?
No, he hasn't.
I knew you were crazy for not going with them this morning.
This California girl does not like the cold.
I'm sure there's probably enough going on that would keep you warm.
Huh?
You cannot be that blind.
What do you mean?
I know you have noticed the way he looks at Jessica.
And who can blame him?
And just what do you mean by that?
No, I mean, she's hot.
I have news for you. I'm hot too, and a whole lot hotter than her.
Yeah, but she's nicer than you.
I'm nice.
Only a recent occurrence and only when Andy's around. I bet Jessica's just plain old nice.
Why don't you keep your opinions to yourself? Well, thank you so much for a wonderful day.
You're very welcome.
So, you all had a wonderful day? You must have done something besides horseback riding to keep you awake for so long.
Yes, after riding, we went ice skating.
Ice skating? So you ice skate, Jessica?
Well, I couldn't until today. Andy taught me how.
He did? How nice.
It was nice. He's very nice. You're such a lucky woman.
Yes, I am a very lucky woman.
Nonsense.
Well, I better be back to the kitchen. Aren't you frozen after being outside all day?
No, I love it. You should come with us tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Where are you going tomorrow?
I was thinking about taking the kids Christmas shopping so they can buy gifts for each other.
Hey, that's nice of you, man.
They've never been able to do that before, so I figured they ought to be.
Shopping, huh?
Yeah, if you come with us, maybe you can help the guys find presents for the girls, and I'll help the girls find presents for the guys.
I have a degree in shopping. Can I come too?
Sure, we'll all go. Jared, are you in?
I'm
Will Jessica be coming?
No, she says she feels guilty leaving Susan and Angela here working while she's having a good time.
I see.
By the way, I found out today that she's an orphan too.
Really?
Yeah, she has no family at all. Lauren, will you please help me pick out a nice Christmas gift for her too?
Sure, I'd be glad to.
I also found out some very important things about the rest of the kids. I think I have an idea for a nice Christmas gift for them as well.
Andy, you're just too good to be true.
How is that?
Your generosity. Most people with money are trying to keep it. Or fully spend it on themselves. But not you.
I was always taught that those who had money should use it to help those who didn't.
I don't believe our attendants would agree with that. But I do. Maybe that means I'm marrying the wrong man. And you're marrying the wrong woman.
That's absurd. I agree with that philosophy. To a point.
Yeah, me too.
That's my point.
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, but can I see you in the dining room for a moment?
Yes, of course, Bertram.
How dare you talk about me that way to Andy?
What way?
That crap about money, me and his marrying the wrong girl.
I was just joking, and you didn't take me seriously.
You better hope he didn't, and you'd better not do anything to jeopardize my marrying Andy.
Hey, it's not me you need to worry about. It's Jessica.
I have news for that orphan. No one, and I mean no one, is going to come between Andrew and I.
Don't you mean you and Andrew's money?
I mean I've worked too hard to get Andrew's son and his money to let some nobody named Jessica get in my way.
Dinner's ready. Shall we go in?
Shall we?
What's up?
Something terrible is going on here.
I promise I didn't do it.
I'm sure he did. This has to do with Dylan or any of the rest of us. It's Lauren. Lauren?
Yes, Lauren, she's not as nice as we thought.
Huh?
Jessica?
Yeah, she thinks Jessica likes Andy or Andy likes Jessica. I don't know which, but I know she's really mad about it.
Gertrude and I overheard that too. We can't have Andy marrying a woman like that. But what can we do?
Maybe we can get Lauren to show her true colors and at the same time get Andy and Jessica together.
Maybe if we put our heads together, we can come up with a plan.
Oh, I got it. We need to make Lauren upset. We need to play a game. Does anybody have any suggestions?
We could play Clue.
Twister. We could play Twister.
Yeah, we can play Twister.
Okay, here's what we need to do.
Andy, I'm so glad that you play games too.
Well, I grew up as an only child, so I never played any games that required more than 3 people. But now I'll get to know what it's like to be part of a big family.
Well, I hate to be a party pooper, but I think I'm gonna go up to my room and read or something.
Are you sure? You're gonna miss a lot of fun.
I'm sure. I wasn't really proud. I played many games in my time.
That's true in many ways. What? I was agreeing with her.
Well, don't. Have you ever played Twister before? Yes, I have.
Did you like it?
No, I've never liked being in an awkward position.
I can believe that.
Well, you all have loads of fun. I think I'll turn early. I'll see you in the morning.
Well, sure. I'll see you in the morning then.
Andy, can Jessica play with us?
Sure she can.
I'll go get her.
Well, thank you for inviting me to join in the fun.
You're very welcome. The more the merrier.
All right then, who's up first? Okay, Sam, left hand on red. Katie, right hand on green. Sam, left foot on yellow. Katie, left hand on blue. All right, now Sam, left foot on green.
Good job. Go. Yeah.
Dylan, right hand on green. Abigail, right foot on blue. Shelby, left foot on green. Now Dylan, right foot on green.
Way to go, Shelby.
Now, Abigail, right hand on green.
Oh my
Next,
I was good.
you want to spin? Fine.
So, Jared, left hand on blue. Rebecca, right hand on yellow. Jared, left foot on red. Rebecca, right foot on green.
I'm on.
Way to go, Rebecca. It's not what's the flaw. That's the point.
Yeah, I did.
Come on.
About this.
I am. It'll be fun.
All right. Jessica, right foot on red. Andy, right foot on yellow. Jessica, left foot green. Andy, right hand green. Jessica, left hand yellow. Andy, left foot red.
Well, what do we have here?
We're
Yes, I can see that.
Don't be like like that.
Be like what?
A jealous fiance. There's no reason for it.
I'm not so sure about that. What about it, Jessica? Is there a reason?
Miss Davis, we were simply just playing a game.
It sure seems like a lot more than that.
Well, I can assure you nothing was going on. But I invited her to play, so don't be upset with her. Be upset with me.
Miss Davis, I'm sorry if you thought there was anything inappropriate going on. I can assure you there wasn't. Well, I better get back to the kitchen where I belong.
Lauren, honey, I can assure you everything was in the up and up.
Okay, Andy, if you say so.
I do say so.
Well, I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Me too. Yeah, us too.
I didn't mean to break up the fun.
I'm sure that's not true.
Say goodnight, Jared.
Good night, Jared.
We'll say goodnight so then you two can talk in private.
But I'm not sleepy.
Come on, Jared.
Let me go, please.
You're imagining things.
I'm not imagining anything.
Yes, you are. Why are you being jealous? But I'm sorry if I was causing a problem. I didn't mean to.
I know, it's okay.
Will you forgive me?
You're forgiven.
Well, since we have a big day tomorrow, why don't we turn in early?
Actually, I think I'm gonna stay out here for a little while. I'd like to just be quiet and enjoy the weekend.
I'll stay with you then.
Actually, I'd like to be alone if you don't mind. I need to calm myself down a bit before bed.
Well, okay. Good night then.
Jessica, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry if I overreacted earlier, but you see, I love Anthony very much.
Yes, I know.
Evidently, you don't realize how fond he is of you, and you might not even realize how much you like him.
But I can assure you.
I'm not saying that you're doing anything intentionally. I'm just saying that there's a problem. But nothing. There's a problem. And I realize that it's unintentional on your part, and on Andy's part too. And I know you wouldn't want to do anything to jeopardize my future with Andy.
Well, no, of course not.
Then don't you think you ought to leave? Leave? Yes. If you leave, then there's no problem. If you're out of sight, you're out of mind.
I'm sorry if there was a problem. I'll leave tonight.
Oh, you don't have to leave tonight. Tomorrow will be soon enough.
What?
If you leave tonight, the kids will be upset, and the shopping trip and test night bills will be ruined.
Oh, I see.
And you probably want to leave without saying anything directly to Andy or the kids. I don't think they'd let you leave.
I guess you're right.
You can say your goodbyes to everyone as we leave to go shopping tomorrow. Then make the excuse to Bertha and the others that something important came up. Then just don't come back.
Okay.
Thanks, Miss Russell. I knew you were a nice, reasonable person. She'd be so easy.
you better get used to it. I planned 5 of our own.
5?
Yes, 5. I want a big family.
What about Lauren? Is she going 5?
I want whatever Andy wants. We'll have Ken if that's what he wants.
What's wrong with you all?
Oh, nothing is wrong.
Yeah, right.
Jessica isn't here.
Where is she?
Susan said went to the orphanage to care something. That was this morning, and nobody's heard from her since.
Maybe her business is just taking a while.
Maybe so, but Susan tried to call her and Jessica didn't answer.
We think something might be wrong.
I'm sure everything's all right. We'll call her now. You'll see everything's all right. She's probably on her way here now. Why don't you kids go get ready for dinner? Bertram, could
Yes,
you
sir?
bring in Susan and Gladys, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir?
Could either of you shed some light on Jessica's whereabouts?
Well, sir, she left a note this morning saying she had some business to take care of at the orphanage.
She didn't say anything to anyone? She just left a note? That doesn't seem like her.
No, sir, it doesn't. We tried to call several times, but she did not answer the office phone or her cell phone.
You think something's wrong, don't you?
Yes, sir, I do.
Mr. Andrew, I saw her go into her room last night, and she was in tears.
In tears.
She was crying,
Yes, sir, I saw that too.
and none of you know why.
No, sir.
Well, if she's not back by the time dinner's over, we'll go look for her.
Very good, sir. Dinner will be ready in about 30 minutes.
Thank you, Bertram. Thank you, Gladys and Susan.
Is it always this cold in Pennsylvania?
No, not always.
I wonder where Jessica is.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm gonna go check on the kids and get ready for dinner.
I'll join you.
Okay, the coast is clear. What did you do?
Me? Are you suggesting that sweet little nice innocent me did something to Jessica?
Come on, there's no trace of Jessica. I know you did something.
I just appealed to her better nature.
Huh?
She's nice, remember? I just explained to her that her presence was confusing Andy and causing problems in our relationship. Her being the nice person she is, she agreed to leave.
That's it? That's all you did?
That's it. You're looking at the master of manipulation. I told you I'd take care of that orphan.
I knew you'd find a way to fight for Andrew and his money.
Fight for the money, anyway.
Andy's a great guy.
Yeah, he is, but he's a little too provincial for me. But what can I say? To get the money, I have to take him.
That's not necessarily true.
Andy, darling, how long have you been standing there?
Long enough to realize what a fool I've been, and long enough to get a glimpse of the real you.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that sweet little Laura isn't so sweet, are you?
What do you mean?
I mean, I'll be glad to write you a check, especially if that's what gets rid of you.
You're all wrong about me.
Am I? I want you out of my house tonight. I'm sure Gladys and Susan will be glad to help you pack while I call you a cab.
She won't need a cab. We're leaving too, aren't we, Jared?
Not me.
Jared, how dare you? You're my fiance.
Maybe you're right. You can check too.
Don't you mean your parents?
Whatever. They'll need a cab.
What in the world is going on here?
Lauren's leaving.
And Rebecca.
What happened?
Let's just say my eyes have been opened.
Mine too.
Praise the Lord!
Something tells me you all knew about Lauren.
Yes, sir, I'm afraid that we did.
Why didn't you tell me?
I can't believe you're
Taking us out on Christmas Eve.
The way you feel about me, I can't believe you want to stay.
You'll be sorry, Andrew Sutton.
I'm already sorry. Sorry I ever met you.
Let me help you with your luggage, madams.
Thank you very much, Bertram.
You're very welcome. Merry Christmas.
What? Problem down? And want to go.
Miss Jessica, sir?
Miss Jessica Bertram.
I'd be glad to help you look for her.
Me too.
Us too.
Why don't you kids stay and have something to eat?
But we don't eat Christmas Eve dinner without all of you.
We promise we'll call as soon as we find her. Besides, somebody needs to be here in case she comes back on her own.
I do not understand why we have to stay here. I just wanted to help.
Me too. And he's right. Somebody needs to stay here in case Jessica comes by.
It's Christmas Eve. Surely she'll be with us on Christmas Eve.
I sure hope so. I just wonder what Warren did to make her leave.
Me too. Madam, I am so glad to see you.
Thank you, Bertram.
Jessica, we've been so worried.
I'm sorry.
Everybody's looking for you.
They are?
Yeah, they are. Andy's been born out.
He did?
Yes, he did.
Well, you can tell me about that later. I have a surprise for Sam and Shelby.
You do?
I do.
What is it?
Dad!
Justin, how did you find him?
I did it. Andy did.
Andy?
Yes. When you told him about your dad on the very first night you were here, he hired a detective to find him. Your dad found me at the orphanage, asked me to help him take care of a few things, and then to bring him here.
And that's not all. He found me a job and a place for us to live. We're going to be a family again.
That's great! Wow, what a wonderful Christmas present.
That's what Andy wanted it to be.
Jessica, we've been looking for you.
I'm sorry. I've been at the orphanage helping Mr. Fisher get a few things arranged before he came to get Sam and Shelby.
This must be Mr. Fisher.
Yes, you must be Mr. Sutton. I'm so thankful for everything you've done for my family.
I'm happy to. I know that you'll do a good job and take good care of the kids.
Yes, sir, I will.
Mr. Fisher, may I introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Thomas Randolph. Mr. Randolph owns the company for which you'll be working.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Randolph. I'd like to thank you for giving me a job at your company.
Don't thank me, thank Andy. I'm more than happy to hire anybody he vouches for.
Andrew, may we meet the lovely young people?
Surely, Tom and Mary Randolph, may I introduce to you Mia, Katie, Emma, Abigail, and Dylan.
Oh, it's so nice to finally meet you. Andy has told us so much about you.
He has?
He has. We'd like to find out more about you for ourselves.
You would?
We would.
Well, I'm 12 years old, and
Now that everyone is here, sir, would you like dinner to be served?
Yes, of course, Bertram. Everyone, let's go have Christmas Eve dinner. Jessica, I'm so sorry about what Lauren did to you.
It's okay. I understand Lauren is gone.
Yes, she is.
Gone for good.
She's gone for good.
Well, I really appreciate what you did for Sam, Shelby, and their dad. That's such a wonderful Christmas present.
I'm happy to. I might have another present or two up my sleeve.
Really? You have another present for Sam and Shelby?
I might have a present for the rest of the kids. I believe the Randolphs might take them.
Really?
Yes, they've always wanted children, but they were never able to have any. But they have a great big house and great big heart, so I'm very hopeful.
Andy Sutton, you are wonderful.
You really think so? How would you feel about having me around all the time?
Are you moving back to Elmville?
Sure am. I'd like to work on finding a home for you.
For me? For Christmas?
I was thinking maybe all year round.
We'll see.
We certainly will.
Hey, you two. Are you ever coming to dinner? It's Christmas Eve. I'm hungry, and I want to open some of those presents over there.
Yes, we're coming. Shall we go? Thank you all. We really appreciate you being here.
Thank you. We appreciate you for coming. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody. Now that the show's over, we're going to have our choirs come up and sing